Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to The Mixer, the segment on this channel where I give you guys all sorts of detailed analyses from all walks of life. I'll talk about people, places, animals, food, sports, traveling, the whole 9 yards. Hence why it's called The Mixer, because I like to mix things up in this huge playlist here with over 200 videos at this point. Why did I do this? What the hell was this? I don't know. Just counting down the days where I can, get to 300 videos so I can change this little part of the intro. But even then I'll probably forget and just keep saying over 200. That's just how it is. Anyway, today is going to be one of those educational, informative videos which I haven't done in a while because I've been focusing on other kinds of content, I love doing these kinds of videos here where I can research and learn something new and bring the content here to you guys with photos and videos and all that stuff, makes me feel smarter and probably, hopefully you guys feel smarter too watching these videos, right? Now, it should be no surprise to you that there are quite a few dangerous roads all over the world, different countries have their own, sorts of roads that spell instantaneous death whenever you go on them. You can look up on Google, different lists of the most dangerous roads here and there. But today I'm going to be talking about one specific road which, according to the internet, is the most dangerous road in the world, bar none. And it is the Yungas road, right? I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. I hope I did. It is actually located in Bolivia, which is right next door. It's a country here in South America, specifically it's in Western Central South America. Yes, that's a thing. Western Central South America, right? And I live in Brazil, so it's somewhere around the region here. And I'm already afraid of driving despite having a license, so imagine driving on this road here, man. And it actually links the cities of La Paz and the Yungas region of Bolivia, and somehow it's a very popular La Paz tourist attraction because it attracts around 25,000 tourists a year, and the majority of them are cyclists, I don't know why or how exactly, but it seems to cater a lot to downhill mountain biking. I don't know what is with people biking down this road here because it is very, very steep. And just to give you an idea, despite being so popular, to get this, since 1998, which is roughly roughly around 30 or so years ago, ever since then, for the last few decades, 18 cyclists have died there, right? It doesn't seem like a large number, but dude, it's still shocking. It is shocking the amount of people who died there just trying to, fuel their inner adrenaline junkies. It makes no sense. It's freaking ridiculous, honestly. And, it's crazy because it has a downward descent of 11,500 feet, man, all the way down its slopes. So it's not exactly a walk in the park. It's not easy for you to bike down this damn thing. I wish these freaking jackasses would bike down there and die. Goddamn motorcycle bastards. I'm recording here, man. Jesus. Now, it actually includes the, how do I pronounce this? The Cotapata and Santa Barbara section, and actually it was built in 1930 to replace an older road that was apparently even more dangerous. But this one here is no joke, man. We're talking like steep slopes and a narrow single track and a lack of guardrails, and the weather, also rain and fog. It makes it very hard to navigate, especially at night. It is a freaking death trap in this country, man. It is insane, and I don't really understand how people are able to live there. I think that they actually built an alternative route at some point, or maybe I'm confusing it with another road, but unlike the rest of the country, this one actually has left-hand traffic, so the drivers are able to better gauge the distance between their vehicles and the others, and also kind of navigate a little better through the edge of the road and watch stuff, but it's still very, very difficult. It's very hard to navigate through and just as hard to look at, as you will see now once I show you these photos of it. I mean, just looking at the photos, I feel like I'm dying. I feel like I've perished and moved on to the next life, man. Like, what the hell? I don't understand. But like, it is classified as a 40-mile long cycle route, so it's popular with both cyclists and vehicles, right? But it's dangerous for both of them. Verdict is out on which one it's more dangerous, but probably vehicles because they have the most deaths per year, Now, a little bit of backstory, Parts of this road were actually built by Paraguayan prisoners, that were captured after the Chaco War in the 1930s. And it was actually one of the very few routes that connected the Amazon jungle up north with the city of La Paz. So almost like a cross-country thing, So it was very, very interesting in its own right. But the very simple fact that it had the very steep slopes and no guardrails at all, no protection whatsoever, and also the very narrow width of it, right? It made it almost impossible for, I do believe this is the infamous road where there's only one-way traffic. You know, I think that there were 2 lanes, but I think that was actually the older road, and I'm actually getting confused with it. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure in some places it's literally a one-way traffic. You know, you can't, you know, it's like, how do you even, like, if you come to a crossroads and like both vehicles are here in front of each other, how would you even go? Like, one of them has to go back in reverse. You know, it's ridiculous, man. I'm pretty sure that's the road that I'm thinking about here. Now, the weather conditions would just make things worse, especially for vehicular traffic. So it's the rain and the fog which would cause, you know, the terrain to get all muddy and loose. You know, like the rocks would slip and stuff, and the stones could just break away and impair function, or even make vehicles plummet to their doom. It was very, very scary, man, you know. And there are actually a lot of deaths from traffic accidents, and there was actually a number put on it. As far as I know, that road there, while it was still heavily active, averaged around 209 accidents per year. And of those accidents, there were 96 deaths, which is staggering. That's every single year, man, you know. This road killed more people than freaking the serial killers, man. Like, holy crap. And there were a few notable incidents, like for example, in July of 1983, a bus fell from that road all the way to the canyon down below, and it killed over 100 passengers, which is considered to be one of the worst road accidents in Bolivia history, you know. Because, dude, imagine you being on a bus and you feel it slightly tilting, then all of a sudden it just falls all the way down, and like your whole life flashes before your eyes as the canyon gets closer and closer. That is terrifying, dude. That is freaking horrifying. And up until like the mid 1990s, you know, around 200 to 300 drivers fell off of the cliff to their death below. That is a staggering number, man. You know, I can't do the math correctly, but you know, you're averaging around, you know, 300 deaths per year. Okay, let's make it 200. 12 times 200, that's freaking a number. That's a number, you know. Here's the result per year. You know, I already did another calculator. You know, 200 deaths per year. That's how many would die up until today. I don't know, man. But still, in 1995, get this, the Inter-American Development Bank actually dubbed it as the most dangerous road in the world. It's freaking crazy, dude, and for very good reason, right? Like, what the hell? And in 2011, the total number of accidents actually was around 114, which is still a lot, you know, which also makes it the second most number of accidents, you know, in Bolivia after the road between La Paz and Oruro, which is just as dangerous, if not even more so. But of those 114 accidents, 42 people died in total. So that road is essentially not to be trifled with at all. At least that's in my conception. And yet it is somehow popular until there was an alternative route. I think that there are people who still may use it today in case of emergencies, but back then, man, it was the only option. It was the only road available. So that's why there were so many deaths. Like, people literally didn't have an option. It was the only possible road for you to go from point A to point B in the godforsaken city in Bolivia, man. God, just triggers me so much because I'm so scared of driving. Even being in a passenger going through a road like that, my blood would just boil. And I'm going to show you guys something else here involving that road. I've already showed you photos. If I can get a video or something, I'm going to show it here. If not, there will be some more photos that are just as horrifying. Crazy, man. It's freaking insane. And I did mention before that there was an alternative route, you know, and it exists, right? It's now connected to Route 3, which is one of the national roads in Bolivia, and it's nice, you know, but it took 20 years to be built. It was completed in 2006. It took that long for another road to replace the death one, man. I mean, holy crap. And part of the modernization included, you know, for example, largening the area from just 1 lane to 2 lanes. So now, you know, traffic can come and go in a better fluid fluxation. I don't think that's a word, but I said it anyway. I'm coining it now, you know. And there was also, you know, new asphalt that was paved there to make the roads a little smoother. Among others, you know, there were, you know, more bridges, and there was drainage and guardrails were installed, you know. They also built a new section, you know, that between these two cities, these two regions that I can't I probably will mispronounce, which is Chusquepata and Yolaza, right? Which essentially bypass the most dangerous areas of the original Yungas road, you know, the road of death, right? So now, basically this road, the dangerous one, is now used only for cycling and walking. And you know, cyclists are probably still dying around this road because of this, you know. But I imagine that walking is a lot less dangerous. I'm pretty sure that you just walking through it isn't that bad. It's not that deadly, you know. But the volatility of that to cyclists, man, you know, that steep drop and the muddy banks, you know, because if it rains, like, anything can go, right? Because the mud is, the rain is going to build up in the earth and turn it into mud, and it's going to slip and slide, you know. It's really complicated. The rocks are going to be slippery. The entire road is just one huge natural death trap of concrete and dirt. So I don't know. I don't even know if the road itself is concrete. It might be a dirt road for all I know, but I'm pretty sure there is concrete. It's just so aggravating, man, to think that until 2006 people had to use this, you know. It's like either you use this road or you don't go from where you are to where you need to be, you know. Imagine if you live on one side and work on the other, and you have to make that commute daily, you know, to go to work and back home, man. Holy freaking crap. It's like, imagine how many people lost their lives just going to their job and back home or something, or going to the local market or whatever. I don't know what exactly it entailed, you know, but apparently for a long time it was the only mode of transportation. So it's freaking insane, man. It is crazy, and wow. My God, I don't know. I hope I gave you guys good information. I hope I didn't butcher any details, right? So I had to go through my cheat sheet here, you know, to show you a little bit of how it is. And it's freaking crazy because, let me see if I can show you this photo here. The red, if you guys can see it, right here. The red is the area of the road. Can you see it? I don't think it's, hold on. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Okay, no, that's not gonna work. Let me try to open it in a new tab so you guys can see it better. Look at this right here. That didn't help at all. That just made it worse. Okay, well, there's a red line here, you know. That is actually the road, you know, where it connects and stuff. And the thing with the, I don't know if you guys can see, I don't know if it's focusing, but you know, just go on Google and look it up later. It's a good thing. So anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, learning something new. I'm getting hot, man. I'm sweating. It's freaking hot in here because I have to close the window because of the goddamn bus outside. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it, you know. And if you did, please go ahead and give this video a like, and also subscribe to my channel because I release videos every single day or every other day at this point, right? And also hit the notification bell too, so you can know exactly what time I upload, and it's all good. You know what I'm doing here. And yeah, guys, stay tuned to the community tab. There will probably be a little quiz there or a poll or two. And that's it for now. This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the non-dangerous outro screen.